Hi everybody, welcome to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chance.
I'm Chris.
And today, we're at the barn from Days of Thunder.
Yeah, and that movie starred Robert Duvall and Tom Cruise. And we found out that the filming location of the barn was only a 2-hour ride from us, so we had to check it out.
Yeah, there's going to be some pretty cool things that we might find here.
Yeah, so I remember I was a little kid, probably Chance's age. Let's see, I think that movie came out in 1990, so I would have been 10 years old. So I would have been Chance's age when that movie came out, and everybody thought it was the coolest thing. I remember getting both the Exxon car and the Mellow Yellow car for like birthdays or Christmas afterwards. And I remember building those as a model and putting all the stickers on the car. I remember on the Mellow Yellow car, I remember screwing up one side, so I always kept that side on the shelf facing away so that you wouldn't see that there was no stickers on one side of the car.
Robert Duvall was that guy from the movie where when he took off his hat, he only had hair on this side of his head and that side of his head, and the rest was bald.
All right, so let's check this barn out. Now, from the movie, this underside where Chance is standing, I guess, was the bottom of the barn, and they had a couple of ramps that went up here to the second floor where they built the cars.
Dad!
Yeah.
Before the filming in this and stuff, did this used to be like an animal barn? Because apparently there's hay in here.
Probably. Looking pretty rickety in some areas.
Come on.
Be real careful, okay? We don't want to get hurt in here.
What is this, a slide? Or pieces of a slide?
Looks like those things that they put Christmas trees through when they put the netting on them.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like when you first buy them?
Don't fall.
Like when you first buy them?
Yeah.
This must have been the ramps.
I don't know, those look like pallets to me.
Oh. Here's a door.
I didn't realize that silo was so close to the barn. I thought it was further back.
Here's a door thing, or whatever they're called. Oh, whoa, look at that, Dad.
Look at that.
What's in there? What's normally in there? Whale?
Used to be a grain silo.
Whoa. Dad, look, you can climb up here.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
Why not? It'd be cool. You think I should?
No, don't go up there. That's probably dangerous.
There's more Christmas tree things.
You think it was, you think it's cool knowing that you were somewhere where famous actors were, like Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. I bet you Tom Cruise probably peed right over there. Like, go over there and pee, just so you can pee where Tom Cruise peed.
I don't even know if Tom Cruise peed right there. But I bet Tom Cruise was in here.
Oh, yeah, they showed the scenes in the movie with him in here.
He was like 30. That was like 35 years ago, right? That's how long ago that year was. Let's see if there's a way we can get to the second floor. Oh, right here, look.
Maybe that was one of the ramps.
Dad, are you going to get up here at all or no?
I'll take a look. Let me take a look first, just so I can see if it looks safe.
Okay.
Go up there. You can tell people have been climbing up here because you can see the wear on the steps. Here, you take that. Let me see if I can go up there. Might be too fat.
Watch your head. There's one right beside you. Is it cool up there? I didn't get my head all the way up there, so I didn't see.
Let me have the camera. there is the upstairs area. It's really big up there. A lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Dad, are you going to get up there?
I don't know. I don't think I can get up here. Or I could probably get up. I don't know if I can get back down. Here, let's keep checking out the underside for now, okay?
Okay. Yeah, but can I at least get a look up there? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, take a look up there.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, the outside of this barn's eaten up pretty good with termites.
That's termite stuff?
Yeah, that's all termite damage.
Holy cow. It's huge up here. Why does it look so much bigger up here than down there?
Yeah, if it race cars up there.
Guess you're right about that. I mean, we could find a safer route for you. Someone's behind us. What are these?
Don't know.
Look at all of this. Is there anything in it? Can't see what's in it. Oh, look, Dad. It's a whole other room.
Now, there's an interesting tidbit of information here. Clearly, when we were looking upstairs a minute ago, they didn't build any cars up there, because if you look at the inside in the movie, there was concrete floors where they built the car, and those were wooden floors, and I'm pretty sure they didn't try to put concrete up there. And there was a big row of windows, but when you look up there, all you see is the roof line and no windows. So I saw this on another YouTube video, but it's believed, or a lot of people think, that the cars were built like in a studio place somewhere else, like off location. But if you look at the side part of the barn itself, this is all the row of windows that you see in the movie that's beside where all the toolboxes and everything are. And even though it looks like dirt all through here, this is actually a concrete slab. See, if you look right here, that's all concrete there. It's all concrete right here.
And there's a whole bunch that you can see.
Yeah,
right here.
there's more concrete there. It looks like whatever reason, I guess the ground looks kind of high right there, and there's a little bit of a retaining wall over here. So probably in the rains, there has been, see, here's the section. It looks like there was probably windows in it. It probably went over there as well. But the rain probably came off of that border wall there and probably washed all into here and covered up a lot of this concrete. So
there's a whole bunch of broken glass right over here, Dad.
Yeah, all of this right here, which is hidden by all these cinder blocks and pallets, this is all concrete through here. That's all concrete floor. You can see it right there. There's lots and lots of dirt in here, but if you come over here where these pallets are, see, that's all concrete floor right there. Here, let's go around to the outside. See the edge of the concrete slab right here?
Yeah.
And here, if you go over this way, see, here's the outside where you can see where all those windows were. So most likely, even though they had the ramps on the front of the building, see, there is concrete all along here. So even though it looks like a separate filming location, through just a little bit of movie magic, it looks like what they really did was film everything with the cars on this side of the barn, but then made it look like it was really in the upstairs part of the barn. Would you concur?
Well, I was far away looking at the barn, so I wasn't really listening.
You weren't listening. I just said all that cool, smart stuff.
I thought you were talking to them.
I am talking to them, but we talk to them. These are our people.
I was looking at the barn.
I'm just messing with you. Calm down.
You've never been here before.
But yeah, so probably all the car building scenes must have been filmed over in this side.
They just made it look like it was upstairs
Yeah.
with CGI.
No, they didn't use CGI. They just kind of like show the exterior of the barn with the ramps going up top. But when they showed the cars, it had to have been this side. So this would have been where the cars were built and repaired, and where Robert Duvall and Tom Cruise had that quick little fight when he said that he was going to get back in Rowdy's car, not his own.
Dad, can we go explore now?
Where do you want to explore at?
Upstairs.
We haven't gone around the other side of the building yet.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, let's go around. Let's finish the outside. We'll go around the other side first. Edna, here at the location where Days of Thunder was filmed.
Dad, show the front of the barn.
Yeah, so again, in the movie, there was ramps coming off right here, making it look like they were building cars up there, when in fact, it was probably right over there and there. Now, I guess I didn't really know what to expect driving up here, but I kind of figured this place was going to be out in the woods, and I had heard that the house that was in front of it had been torn down. But this isn't exactly the middle of nowhere, because there are roads and parking lots. Just beyond those trees, there's a big QT gas station. There's places to eat. There's neighborhoods and a park right down there. So you can see this from the road before you even get here. But it's still really cool. Still pretty awesome that it's still here. It hasn't fallen down or anything. Would have been neat if it was kept up a little nicer. But they have a whole parking lot right there. And it looks like they probably do Christmas trees out here.
Dad.
Yeah.
Where were the so remember how there's like a picture online, but they also showed it in the exact thing in the movie, where like in the front of it there was a whole bunch of cars over here.
Yeah, all those would have been sitting there at one time, but they're probably all gone now.
Yeah, but it's all like hilled, so how is it actually there? I thought, wouldn't it, because it was all sandy and flat, remember?
Yeah, but they've moved stuff around. They've done all this construction over here, so it's possible that they've moved, like they've regraded, and like you can see that pile of dirt over there just beyond the shed.
Yeah, that's what you see where all that like light colored dirt is.
Yeah,
like how it looks like that was probably like the sand that you saw in the movie.
Yeah,
because remember they were all parked on sand.
Yeah.
What is this though? Behind it, what is that?
It's a silo. They would keep like grain in here.
Grain?
Grain.
What's grain?
Like wheat grain type stuff.
What's that type of stuff?
Like this is a farm. So they probably remember he was out here plowing the fields, which no longer are over there. But they would take all the grain and put it up in the top there and then fill this whole thing up with grain and then just pull it out through the bottom. And they use it for like feeding and making bread and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, because it's wheat.
There's a big concrete barrier right here. I don't know what this is.
I used to be seats.
Think so?
Maybe. Was this the most famous location of the whole movie?
No, probably the tracks.
Well, like other than the tracks then. As the hours pass out. Dad!
Yeah?
What did this all look like in the late 80s and early 90s?
Like it did in the movie, I'm sure. Like none of this stuff was here then.
What was the QT and stuff?
Oh, there, QT and stuff wasn't there.
What was all there then?
Just the house.
Did this used to be an old neighborhood?
No, this is probably all farmland right here. But development has made its way in here. So we're coming back around the backside where the concrete slab is.
Where they probably actually built the cars. Dad, I want you to be able to get upstairs. I bet we can find a way. Do you want to try to find a way where we can get you up there?
Now, I thought this was a great time to come check this place out. Lately, they've been finding the cars from the movie basically as barn finds at this point. Not a lot of them were preserved real well. I'm sure after the movie was done, you know, the cars probably went to various places and people probably bought them to be cool. And recently, they have found, I don't know, a bunch of them have been found and they're kind of moving them into museums, but it looks like the cars were not necessarily, you know, rebuildable. But they're definitely good museum pieces at this point.
Wait, you mean like they were finding them? No one like kept the cars, their actual cars. Did they just like get in the woods?
No, because I mean they were race cars and some of them were stunt cars and stuff like that.
So they like just got rid of them or something?
Yeah.
And then, but where'd they get rid of them at if they were just getting found?
They probably just got sold to different people and then eventually probably weren't really worth much money. But I watched a video recently on another channel.
Is anyone like finding them in like the woods?
Yeah, like they're out in the woods.
So people are just like just screwing up this car and just like, you know, I'm just gonna put it in the woods. It's just gonna get piled. No one's ever gonna find it.
Sad, right?
Yeah, especially when it's a car from a movie.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like a celebrity, but a car.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any out here? I mean, we're literally near where they mostly were. So is this where Tom Cruise's green and yellow car was made?
Yeah. Yeah, the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
So Chance saw Days of Thunder this morning for the first time before we drove up here. So this was a new experience for him. So it's all fresh on his mind from watching the movie. And you know, I saw it as well. I watched it a few weeks ago when the car started popping up, and I didn't realize that. Well, let me rephrase that. So when we were watching, so the car started popping up and it started showing up on my YouTube feed. And so we started watching some of the videos where they pulled some of the cars out of the woods. And then I have the honor of knowing one of the guys who was integral in getting the cars looking the way they were in the movie. And that was Randy Willingham, who now owns Creative Customs. And I'm friends with his son, Dylan, who has his own channel. And so I believe he did some of the painting and probably some of the mechanical work in the movie. And you can actually see him briefly in the opening sequence where they're pushing some of the cars around at one of the races. So good shout out to him. And thanks to Dylan for kind of helping encourage us to come out here and check this place out today. He said he'd never been here himself, but he'd always wanted to check it out. So here we are. Just living the dream.
Here.
Yeah.
Right now I'm up here. Made it to the top. Because Dad's down there.
Stay away from that hole, okay?
Yeah.
I'd stay over here. It looks more stable over this way.
Yeah.
Be careful. Keep an eye on where you're putting your feet, too. Make sure nothing seems loose.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Because it's all just wood, and I mean, if I feel one that's loose, then I'll fall down. But if I do feel one that's loose, I'll just get off of that one and then stay on another one that it does feel stable. But I think most of it is stable. So this is where they tricked all of us, where they built the car.
I'm too fat to go any higher, so. Just a couple of boxes, really, and There's a bunch of pipes over there, but other than that, it's just a huge open area. Everything seemed pretty stable up there?
Yeah. I haven't felt a loose one.
Yeah, we don't need you falling through the floor.
I'm gonna go far down there because I like just kind of turned around.
Thanks, you too.
Nope.
You see any areas where the wood looks rotten?
Yeah, and I just got off of one.
Yeah, don't go anywhere near anything that looks rotten.
It had a whole bunch of leaves over, and I was like I heard like cracking and stuff.
Yeah, that's not
And then
cool.
it felt like very wet and like lightweight. So I was like, I'm not standing on this piece. It seems really cool though. Yeah, don't step on that one. Look at that. See it wobbling?
What's that over there? Is that a sign on the floor? Just past that box?
Where? Oh, that? This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting.
There's another one because there's another hole in that.
So clearly somebody has been up here.
How?
Well, that's up here, and there's some other stuff up here.
And then there's spray paint up here. You see it down there?
Yeah.
I should get behind it. Peek my head through it. Big hole right here.
You won't be able to selfie yourself.
I can. Watch. I have an idea.
I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, it's not working. Here, I'll come give the camera to you.
All right, I got to go back down.
Why?
Because it's really hard to hold myself right here because I'm leaning back and holding with my arms.
Oh. All right, I'll come back. Hey, Dad. You want to get like a selfie picture of me or something? Of me behind that?
No, I don't want to get up there.
No,
There's
like
a chain right there.
No, I mean what?
There's a chain right there.
A chain?
Like it goes up where you can see it through the floor. Yeah.
I don't see it. Oh, I see it. It's just a little crack though. Here, Dad. Now this is the hard part. Getting back down. Especially on a ladder that you don't want to come back down on.
You be able to do it?
Yeah, I can do it.
You came through that hole over there.
I did?
There's a big nail sticking out like right there that you probably don't want to go.
Oh, I came for this hole?
Yeah.
Did I come for that one or that one?
This one.
Yeah. Then it'd probably be better to go through this one.
Your foot's good and firm right here. You're not gonna fall.
There
Good.
we go. Yeah.
What do you think? Was that cool?
Yeah.
What else you want to check out? Anything?
I mean, we can look at that thing over there.
The shed?
Yeah.
That's probably where you pay for a Christmas tree.
Oh. Well, still, we can look at it. Or, like, look at it.
Yeah, this is a new little shed.
You know what'd be really cool?
Somebody's hat's right there. And a wheel.
Yeah. You know what'd be really cool, though?
Is there anything here that says Days of Thunder on it?
Over there, did that used to be, like, was it not all beat up at all? Like, on the front at all?
What's that? The
front.
I think it was in better shape back then.
But did it still look all beat up?
We walked over to see if there was a... I'm sure I think it still looked old. Now, it's funny now that we're here, like I recognize it, but I don't remember the exact differences between the two. I think the roof might have still been silver.
I wish I could see it back in the time that it actually looked good and where all that sand was there. Except I got to be born in the 2010s.
I think that's going to do it for this episode of Adventures with Edna. We luckily had some good weather. It's cloudy and cool out here, not too cold. It was supposed to rain, so we actually thought we weren't going to come out here till tomorrow, but as the week progressed, it kind of like moved along, and so it's not supposed to start raining until tonight, and then tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day.
I thought this was really fun. What's really cool about it is I got to be at a place where famous celebrities were, like Tom Cruise. I think it's cool that we got to be at a place where those old race cars. I thought it was funny how the movie tricked us where they built it upstairs even though it was actually downstairs in a concrete corner of the barn. It looks all cool. The barn looks cool. I do wish it was kind of like not really where like the city was and like it was all abandoned and like and you couldn't really see it, and I just think it's cool because it's a place where a celebrity was. Also kind of wish my dad got to be able to make it to the upstairs, but he keeps saying that he's too fat. But it was really cool. We had a fun time checking it out here. We had a lot of fun because it's a pretty cool place. I mean, it's a lot of our favorite videos are most of the abandoned ones because we don't normally see a lot of this stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week's episode. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.